Hey everybody, welcome back to Bacon's Bass Place. I'm Aaron Bacon and today we are here doing pattern number 71 of our basic slap bass patterns part 2. If you want the free PDF for that, just click in the link down below and enter your email, you'll get it. If it's also your first time to my channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you get the rest of our series, and let me know what you think down below in the comment section. So, let's get started. Today I wanted to show you a couple diatonic, not the right word, symmetrical scales, right? Some augmented stuff, some diminished stuff, some whole tones, some minor thirds, some major thirds, you know, that kind of stuff. The pattern that we're doing today is going to be open, pop, slap, pull off. All right, you hear that sound? I like it. That's a really augmented kind of sound, and I like it. So we're going to do that. What I'm doing is I'm slapping the open A string, and then I'm popping with my middle finger the second fret on the G string, going to be a A note, so I'm popping an octave of the A. Then with my ring finger, I'm playing the F on the third fret of the D string, and I'm pulling off to my index finger on the E flat, the first fret of the D string, okay? So that's that. And then you can alternate your thumb going up and down too with these open strings. You can even incorporate the other ones. But we're just going to stick to the A for now. So because this is a whole tone pattern, right, we can just move it up by a whole tone. Now I'm really just keeping track of my middle finger. This is where I'm centering it off of, and then the rest of the pattern is just happening around this one, okay? So I'm just moving this up a whole tone at a time, which is 2 frets, okay? That's a whole tone. From here, 2nd fret to the 4th fret. That's a whole tone. From the 4th fret to the 6th fret. That's a whole tone. From the 6th fret to the 8th fret. That's a whole tone, okay? So we're doing this. So that's a pretty fun sound, and I love the sound of that. So this is kind of a fun way to actually practice that sound, because that's actually a little bit easier using 3 different fingers on 3 frets for this one. I mean, you can do this kind of stuff. I'm hitting my pinky on the 3rd fret there instead, or on the 1st fret. And you know, that stuff's fine too. You should do that. You know, with the open. Okay? But, again, I want to do some more symmetrical stuff, some diminished stuff, okay? Now, that last one was whole tone. Actually, before we get onto the diminished, let's do a little bit more of the whole tone, because whole tone is also augmented, right? So we're going to do this, same pattern we were just doing. Now, what do you get? What interval do you get when you add 2 whole steps together from here to here? That's a major third, okay? So we can move this, we can replace a whole tone anywhere in this whole tone pattern with a major third. We can do the whole thing with major thirds. Right, so if we wanted to like... There, I'm doing the same first 2 notes, and I've just moved the 2nd note here all the way up to the 5th fret, so I can do that pull off a major third down. That's a little bit of a crazy stretch, right? But then you can just take this and move it up a whole step, and now you got... Then move the bottom one up, and now we're there. So that's kind of a cool way to transition between these, up the neck, you know? just start doing stuff like that, you know? Next, let's try some diminished stuff, okay? First, same 2 first notes. We're gonna go a minor third down and a minor third down, okay? So that's open A string, A on the G string, 2nd fret, F sharp on the D string, 4th fret, and then E flat, 1st fret of the D string. Okay, and then now this is the same thing as the augmented stuff where we can move it up major thirds. You know, diminished stuff just goes by minor thirds, which is not 2 frets, but 3 frets up, okay? So you just mess around with these different tonalities, guys. Okay, so the other one is there's, when I was talking about symmetrical scales, some of you might have been like, what is that? Okay, well, it is a repeating pattern, like symmetrically, okay? So the whole tone scale is an example of a symmetrical pattern in that it's just whole tones. Okay, so there's no pattern there. It's symmetrical, right? Now, the other ones are the diminished one, right? So we have whole tone, half tone is one of the diminished scales, and the other one is half tone, whole tone, right? So that would be a basic shape for a diminished shape if we were going whole tone, half tone. Right? Now the other one, if we were doing half tone, whole tone. Okay, so we're going to take this diminished arpeggio, the one we were just doing, and we're going to move it up, our middle finger, thinking about this note here. We're going to move that note up with the shape around it. Up, half tone, whole tone, and then whole tone, half tone. Now the other one, that was half tone, whole tone. Now we're going to do whole tone, half tone. All right, so starting with a whole tone. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around. We're going to be doing more of these videos. We're going to be finishing up this series. Let me know what you think down below, and we'll see you next time. See you later, guys.